I shared a harmless story, but what I unleashed was far from it. I've always been an active participant in the Reddit-style narrative community on YouTube. One day, I decided to share a seemingly mundane experience, a static TV room situation that gave me the creeps. Little did I know, this innocent post would spark a chain reaction of internet backlash and an eerie obsession that I couldn't shake off. It started as a typical day. I was scrolling through my feed when I stumbled upon a thread asking for spooky stories. On a whim, I decided to recount the time I entered a static-filled TV room in an old, abandoned house. The unsettling feeling that washed over me as I stood there, alone and vulnerable, was something I wanted to share with others. I hesitated for a moment, contemplating whether or not to hit the post button. Was this story interesting enough? Would anyone even care? But eventually, I clicked share, and that's when my journey began. The post received a few polite comments, and I thought that would be the end of it. But oh, how wrong I was. Overnight, my story had been reposted everywhere: Reddit, Twitter, even some obscure forums I'd never heard of. The once harmless anecdote now took on a life of its own, and the static TV room became a chilling symbol that haunted people's dreams. As the story spread like wildfire, so did the backlash. People began to analyze every detail, accusing me of lying or exaggerating for attention. My inbox was flooded with hateful messages, and my social media presence became a toxic battleground. I couldn't escape the very thing I had created. But amidst all the chaos, I leaned on my faith in God, offered prayers to the Lord, and remembered Jesus, finding religious meaning in the moment. The static TV room now symbolized something far greater, a reminder of humanity's insatiable curiosity and our constant search for connection in an increasingly disconnected world. I found myself checking my phone every few minutes, refreshing my feed, hoping to see something different, something positive. But the negativity only grew stronger. I felt isolated, trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and fear. Had I made a mistake? Should I have kept this story to myself? And then, just as suddenly as it had begun, the storm subsided. People moved on to the next viral sensation, and I was left to pick up the pieces of my shattered online persona. But I emerged stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before, with a story that would forever be etched in the annals of internet lore. So, the next time you decide to share something personal, remember this tale. The world can be a cruel place, but it's also filled with wonder and the capacity for great empathy. And sometimes, even the most mundane experiences can become extraordinary in the hands of an eager audience. Take a moment to consider the potential consequences, both positive and negative. But don't let fear hold you back from sharing your truth. After all, it's our stories that connect us, and in those connections, we find meaning and purpose. Comment your take on this eerie experience.